Happy now. Got my little ring back. How y'all doing? Peace and happy now. Know y'all staying in the moment. Not too far in the past. Not too far in the future, but liberating the past and the future right now. Taking care of both right now. Yeah, both, not both. I'm from Louisiana. You know how we talk. Y'all understood what I said. Happy now is the vibrate. I want to talk to, first and foremost, most importantly, my conscious people, or should I say, my people on the conscious path, because, all of us are at different growth rates, dealing with consciousness. And to everybody in general, because I'm always trying to, no matter if you're not even nowhere near close to consciousness, if you out there watching this video, you know what I'm saying, take heed to the words I say, you know what I'm saying. But basically, you gotta stay with positive vibes. As an indigo child, and just a natural positive person, me myself, I try to always be that light being that I am and always provide that positivity and that higher vibration, because I always tell people and I always feel like, if I don't do it and if I don't pick it up to that level, then who will, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's not people who hear about bad situations and be like, well, it's still some type of good about, excuse me. I could hear bad situations and still be like, well, this the silver line in the cloud. You could do this, that, or that. Or look at this. You still had some type of money, or, you still got your family. Or, like I find a way to help people stay positive and, find that silver lining. And in these times, it's very important dealing with the things that's going on with, the government, the one percenters, the people who, pumping fluoride in your water and, making sure you can't plant your own fruits and vegetables. Those people continue to have different tactics on keeping you caged in. And nowadays, like the slavery and brainwashing, matter of fact, slavery and brainwashing is no longer really, as far as a physical situation. Especially, just the terminology of brainwashing, it's not much of a physical situation anyway either, but it's different these days. Like the government will back you down with mental fear. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell people about the news. You know what I'm saying? They speak of all these things, but I try to tell people, you know what I'm saying, you don't give in to those fears. They may have concentration camps and FEMA camps out there. Oh yeah, they may be trying to start martial law and all these things, but with the conscious people, you know what I'm saying, we gotta not give in to them fear tactics, because they mostly putting that on TV so you could manifest these things with your thoughts, because that's another thing, our words and thoughts are vibrations. So by being pessimistic, you're basically helping the negative people, you know what I'm saying? So if you always worrying about the Illuminati and always worried about what the bad Freemasons doing, this and that, you know what I'm saying? Like, then, you giving that energy, you know what I'm saying, by worrying about it on that level, when you should be just thinking positive thoughts and trying to, uplift your positivity to make a change. Because matter of fact, you should be focused on your goals to help change the situation and not give energy to the negative, you know what I'm saying? You wanna be trying to make videos to keep people's minds on how to uplift themselves and become their better version, you know what I'm saying? So they won't have pessimistic thoughts. Help change their dieting and meditation and get their vibration up, so so they won't indulge in all these pessimistic thoughts. But it is a job, you know what I'm saying, and a duty to, as far as for conscious people, we gotta stay positive, and all people, I speak to conscious people in the situation, because for sure we the ones that are truly responsible, because we know and understand what's going on right now. But even to my unconscious people, like I said, if you hear me, man, try to learn about the situation that's going on and understand that they're trying to bamboozle you. You know what I'm saying? And say, for instance, if you just keep, oh yeah, man, they gonna start martial law on them FEMA camps coming. Excuse me, you backing yourself into a corner, you know what I'm saying? You basically putting yourself in the cage. You opening the cage. Like these days, the slave master, he not swinging he ain't even gotta swing the whip. These days, basically people taking the whip and wow, hitting themselves like, whoa, where that come from? Wow. And where some people know they whipping themselves and you just whipping yourself into the cage. Pow, pow. And backing into the cage like fear. They gonna do this, they gonna do that. Instead of staying optimistic, and I even say optimistic because if you use your intuition, you kind of know that it's over with for all this capitalism and all this type of, this thing like, and then too, with our forward progress and our positivity, it's gonna be for sure. It's gonna come sooner than later. But you can't be pessimistic about these things. You can't give into it because you basically, like I say, backing yourself into the cage. That's basically like the slaves. Master ain't always had to hit the slaves. He just had to make a few examples. And then made Master make a few examples. He only working with 10 people to control you. Yet it's 10,000 slaves on the plantation, and there's nothing but ways for y'all all to get away, but you're scared to run. You know what I'm saying? Cause that basically the same personification, same metaphor for this situation. You know what I'm saying? It's like the free land, the free opportunity right there. But you steady backing yourself in this cage like, oh man, they're gonna start martial law. And all this fearful stuff creates negativity. It creates negative physical situations. Fearful situations of shooting people and things of this nature. That's when that stuff come in. War, all these things that come from fear and negativity. The consciousness of like the Christ-like consciousness, that unconditional love consciousness, you know what I'm saying? That's the way to liberate yourself in these situations. It's not to be focused on what the government doing this and that, and you just feeding it energy. And you just feeding it fear. If you watch movies like Insidious and Paranormal Activity, you should learn by now. You don't give negative entities, your energy. The more you feed to it, the more it can have a control over your life. And if it's a non-physical entity, you could almost give it physical control over your life by feeding it more energy. You just taking the spoon and feeding it. Gotta stop that. You know what I'm saying? Focus on your own positivity, help to uplift the situation. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, when you give it verbal power, oh man, we ain't gonna never, all black people ignorant, all the white rednecks ain't gonna never learn, all the this and that, like giving negative connotation. That's all people of all colors, man. You gotta stop being, negative. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a different, uplifting, that you need and that we all need right now. Because like I say, and then too though, in some cases though, you could tell who want to be backed into that corner. You know what I'm saying? Because you could give them these positive things. Oh man, but I don't know, man. I don't think we could. You must want to be in the cage. You know what I'm saying? You must want to go live in a FEMA camp for real. And if that's the case, man, just go ask them. Just go call. Yeah, as a matter of fact, right now, I mean, if you giving negative thoughts and pessimistic thoughts, you might as well call the government now and ask them where the nearest FEMA camp so you could just set your family up in there right now. Just don't even waste the time. Why fight, you know what I'm saying? If you're going to be that pessimistic, you might as well just go lay down in the FEMA camp right now. The only person, your biggest fight and the first fight that starts, before anybody else could touch you, you are your own, you could be your own worst enemy. First, you know what I'm saying? First and foremost. So when you have all these pessimistic thoughts, nobody even have to touch you. Like I tell people, I'm 29 years old. If I had been listening to the news and been thinking Saddam Hussein coming knock at my door and Bin Laden trying to get me and all these different things, if I'd been thinking that was real situations, I'd have been defeated myself and been scared like most of, these Americans that fall victim to this situation, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's propaganda and bullcorn, man. That ain't nothing, that's politics. And that's why Rasta man make these different words like politics and overstand, because a Rasta man, secretly, which some Rasta man may not understand the deeper connotation into having words like that, but it's dealing with word magic, and dealing with vibrations, of our words and thoughts. Because matter of fact, in some instances, that's why cops and people like them government authority figures actually, if you understand, like, so you could understand and stand under their command, And that's why as a Rasta man, try to say overstand, Like, yes, I overstand you, stand over, And not in no stand over on you, but yeah, I overstand, I overstand what you said, But it's different, word magic things within all that, what I'm saying, that you got to understand that our thoughts and our vibrations is what, bring manifestations into this world. And the government know that, so they basically just trying to push that fear propaganda on you. Plus, not only they pushing fear propaganda on you and you rolling with it, but it's also hiding other things that, that you should be putting forth positive energy towards, like the water in Flint, Michigan that's still dirty, and all these type of things, or the situation with the way black people being treated in America, because they, regardless, people try to, have, how could I say, the realness of the situation is there is a problem. No matter what people try to make it seem like, oh, that black person may have had a gun, these type of things, and say, for instance, just to show you, as soon as these things happen where these cops shot these guys, again, they hurry up and turn it into a situation where the cops getting shot too, and pray for the cop, and immediately take it, right from the black lives that, that died, that lost their lives, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not one to politic with all the, Black Lives Matter. Matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? I'm an indigenous person. I'm a melanated person. I don't even like using the word black anyway, you know what I'm saying? But, it's situations that, just dealing with the media, and I made a video on the media and all these things, but, you gotta see and understand, you gotta stay positive, and you gotta just see, yeah, like I said, you just gotta understand and see through the bull crap, through the politics, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause there's always different little things to try to take us off our note. Matter of fact, how could I forget? They also know that Planet X and Nubaru is in our orbit, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever they want to call the Planet X, Nubaru, whatever, the binary star to the sun. It's in our orbit, And matter of fact, that's causing different vibrations too. So by them putting that negative stuff out there, they trying to use them strong vibrations from that and help, amplify their fear tactics and stuff. But that's what's going on too, but they won't tell you. Just like on July 4th, where, the Sirius stars, I forgot which Sirius star, one of the Sirius stars, and the sun and the earth was aligned, together. Matter of fact, even said to be like, that's why they even got 4th of July as a holiday in general, Matter of fact, and that's when the Brethren Alton gets shot also. And, there's no coincidences in this universe. I try to keep telling people you got to pay attention to the signs and the times and what's going on, But just to conclude the video, you know what I'm saying, just, my conscious people, don't give in to the negativity that's being pushed on you on the media with these fear tactics, Focus on your goals to help change the situation for the positive. By you giving your energy, to all these negative things, you're feeding it. You're making it get bigger than what it is. It's not even that big right now. Consciousness is flowing. Like when I get on my Instagram and I see how many conscious people I'm following, and all these people across the world that's conscious, all these Rastamen, and I think about different, like how the populations of different countries, and how many people would be government officials, how many people are just part of the population. I'm like, There's no way that we're gonna get pushed into these FEMA camps and all these type of things, especially if we stay conscious and positive. You know, always stay positive on our thoughts and give our energy towards the positive goals of making a change. Towards positive change. But just remember that, my people, all my people, all people, humanity. Remember to stay positive. Don't give in to the fear tactics of the media. They are forcefully putting these things on you. And just the gray area situation of, some of us can watch the news without getting attached, but like I watch a lot of people who, they claim they could control it, but secretly it kind of keeps them in a pessimistic mode of talking about it from a fearful stance. So just be wary, y'all. If you're gonna watch and play with the news and that television, the television telling lies to your vision, then you gotta deal with it in a consciously smart manner. But just stay above it all. Peace. Happy now. Now is the vibrate. Liberate ourselves from the past. Creating our future. Right now. You know what I'm saying? Now is the time machine. Now is the vibrate. The rate at which we vibe is right now.